remember how long, guess I always been this way, running 90 miles a minute all night and day, doing things that'd kill a lesser man or get him locked up tight. Never meant to hurt nobody, no I ain't like that, just trying to make my way any way I can. There's a lot of folks out there wanna slow me down, make me act right.
I'm Frank Sari out of Newcastle, PA. I got a 72 Toyota pickup. It's got a 355 small walk in it with power glide. It's on a big tire. Like I said, it's a 355 aftermarket block, aluminum heads. It's got a fogger on it. It's got a plate kit on it. It's all on nitrous. It's on a progressive system. That's about how much you're going to get out of me. 3 years we've had the truck. A couple of my buddies helped me build it. Small changes out throughout the year, just trying to get faster. Always been into cars. My dad's bought me my first car when I was 13. We did a little restoration on it and then started going to the racetrack with my uncle and slowly got into cars that way. And then a couple of my buddies bought race cars, so I decided to buy one myself. And it's been on ever since. Wasn't necessarily a race car. I mean, it was an old 67 Chevelle. Had a 350 in it, nothing special, just kind of a street car. We went out and just rode around, did some car shows, nothing crazy. Never really hit the track with it. This was actually my first track car. I bought it out of a place over in Ohio. The guy had passed away, and his wife was wanting to get rid of it, so I've always been into Toyotas. I was always into the rock crawling thing big. I was actually looking for an S10 when I bought it, and it was a Toyota, so I had to have it. Mostly no prep stuff. We do a little street racing here and there when we get a chance. Not a whole lot of big tire stuff out on the street, but if I get an invite, I try to go. Oh, that's a hard one. I'd probably say pacemakers. That was a good one. My boy Nathan, he's got my number still. That was an 06 loss. So we're gonna fix that this year. Matt Farmer got a hold of me. We were doing some racing together, and he asked me about starting a group, and he had already had a couple guys together. He said that it wasn't nothing crazy. He wanted to do a little bit of street racing. He got some really great guys together. Actually, one of my guys that does my motor, Frank goes in with us. They're just a bunch of great guys. I mean, they're there to have fun. They're not there to tear each other apart. They're not worried about who's faster than who. Everybody's trying to help each other. Just trying to make each other faster. Other than that, I mean, it's more of a family type thing more than a racing group, I guess. It's been on the street a few times. It's been on big tire and small tire. Small tire doesn't work out so well. That's why I try to keep it on big tire. It's just set up for it, and it's too much to change it around. Street racing is a lot more fun. I mean, I did a couple back of the tracks this year. It's about the closest thing you're going to get to the street, and I have a lot more fun with that than in any normal track or normal race, I guess you would say. Nowhere near as fast, obviously, but it still does good. 2020 has been good. I mean, honestly, we could go back to 2019. I blew it up 3 times in a season. It was bad. I had an engine builder that wasn't that great. I won't mention any names. Said he knew nitrous motors. Obviously he didn't. We were close, but not close enough. I switched engine builders. Like I said, it's been great. 2020, it was flawless. I changed plugs and oil. That was it. And put nitrous to it. There was no real issues. I mean, we had fun. The only issue was a couple times with me. I mean, I jumped a couple times or didn't grab the scramble one fast enough or something like that. I mean, there was nothing the truck did. It was all me. So it needed a driver mod, not any work. I have so much going on. I got a full-time job. I got a little side business going on. It's basically another full-time job, and this is like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night thrashing to go to a race that weekend. And I mean, my mom and dad, they're okay with it. My dad kind of hates it because I spend so much money on it, but that's why I do my side hustle. My mom, she comes, she kind of freaks out because it gets a little sideways every once in a while, and she doesn't okay with that. But other than that, I mean, I got a girlfriend that's real supportive. I mean, she's there every race, whether she wants to be or not. She's finally starting to get into it a little bit more. So I give her a lot of prop on that because she wasn't into it at all before that. So, I mean, I make time for it, even if I don't have it. Probably first and foremost, Ted Redmond. He's done a lot of work for me. All the suspension, the chassis, the cage. I mean, it was a bracket truck when I bought it. It was Mustang 2 front end, ladder bar. Now it's strut front end, 4-linked. He did the wheelie bars. He set all the suspension. I mean, he's the only reason it does what it does today. And then, like I said, I got Franco on the motor. He's knocked it out of the park. I went with him, never had a problem. All I've had was oil changes, plugs, and throw some more nitrous to it. I mean, he's been great. Me and him thrashed all night last night to get this thing here today. Other than that, I mean, I had Rossler build me a trans. It's been in there for 3 years, and I've never even changed oil in it. 2021, I'm just kind of hoping to get through the season, basically. Hopefully we can just get some racing in. I mean, 2020 was kind of screwed up. Still a good year, but I want to do a lot more racing. You know, do a little bit more traveling maybe. I kind of stayed local last year because nobody knew what was going on, or turnouts weren't always all that great. So I didn't want to drive 6-7 hours, especially with a big tire car. I mean, we're on a big race, we get 10, 12 cars. You know, and drive 6-7 hours to race 3 cars is not really worth it. So just want to do some more racing, try to make it a little bit faster pass, but at the end of the day, it's just about having fun, not really about the wins. I mean, win is nice, don't get me wrong, but still like to just have a smooth year. The normal ones we always hit. Gonna try to hit everything at Mags. I think they got 3 or 4 this year. Matt's got one with Mid-Atlantic coming on June 5th. That's should be a very big race. Hopefully. I know 42 is going a couple back of the tracks. Definitely gonna do that again. We ended a good year there last year, so I think we're gonna start the year off there again. So hopefully we can keep that rolling. 2021 is definitely, I got my eye on Nathan again. I want a piece of that truck again. He had my number twice last year, and it was way too close. Two of them were too close to call. They were timing system calls. I mean, and they were tight. Neither one of us knew who won, so Nathan's definitely got my number. 3rd time's a charm. Like I said, the big thanks to Ted. I mean, he's helped me. Like I said, the truck wouldn't be performing the way it does. I mean, the chassis half the battle, the other half's the motor. I mean, Frank got me on the motor, Ted's got me on the chassis. I can't ask for better 2 guys to be part of this thing. I can call either one of them anytime, and if this thing's got to go somewhere, they're going to get me there. We switched to stripper glitter last year. Phenomenal product, phenomenal guys. Couldn't ask for a better group of guys. I mean, yet again, if I needed something, I know I can call them. James, Chris, Mike, they've all been great to me. I guess last but not least would be my girlfriend. I mean, she's been, like I said, every race. Whether she wants to be there or not, she's there.
You remember how long? Guess I always been this way, running 90 miles a minute all night and day, doing things that'd kill a lesser man or get him locked up tight. Never meant to hurt nobody, no I ain't like that. Just trying to make my way any way I can. There's a lot of folks out there wanna slow me down, make me act right.